This past weekend, I finally got around to watching Monster, the Ed Gein story on Netflix. Without question, this is my least favorite of the three Monster series. You have the Menendez brothers one. That one was super popular, especially on this app. A lot of people in my generation, they're very pro Menendez brothers, which is interesting. There's the Dahmer one, which I think Dahmer was the most entertaining one. That one's a little bit more black and white. I don't think Dahmer has as many sympathy votes compared to some other serial killers like a Ted Bundy, or I guess they're not serial, but other monsters, quote unquote, in the Menendez brothers. Again, this was my least favorite one. And I consider myself someone to be average IQ. Maybe I'm below average for IQ because I could not follow this one, at least not follow it very well. The schizophrenia, the bouncing around timelines, I struggled a little bit and it affected my viewing experience. What I did kind of like about this one though is Ed Gein. I knew a lot less about him than the other two. We obviously hear about Dahmer all the time. He's referenced in Eminem songs. The Menendez brothers, there's a million documentaries, and every female has a crush on them. Not every female, but I think that kind of goes into the sympathy thing. It's also kind of interesting because Ed Gein, similar to the Menendez brothers, it's a little bit more of a gray character. The Dahmer, they make you try, they at least try to make you feel some sympathy for him at times between both of his parents and just his loneliness. But he is very much more a black and white character. Like, no, this is just pure evil. Ed Gein in the Menendez brothers, that's also strictly evil, but you get to see a little bit more of their upbringing, why they are the way they are. And the Gein story, they kind of make him like the third most evil person. His mom pretty clearly is number one, and then I would say his love interest Adeline, which by the way, in real life she did not look the way she looks on the TV show. I would say that she's just as bad as Ed Gein. So that was also an interesting kind of way, and that's kind of the monster documentary, her visual effect. They want to make the characters gray. They don't want it to be black and white. This is just pure evil. I also had heard some of Ed Gein. I didn't realize how influential he was. I knew that Psycho was based loosely on him. I didn't know Texas Chainsaw Massacre was. So I thought that was kind of cool, seeing Alfred Hitchcock and just seeing how crazy he is and how much he's affected media and today. Like, think about how often we consume horror movies now, for better or worse, because I love horror movies, but also I think that you can definitely make the argument that they do a lot of bad into the world, or at least some bad. But even